Hello everyone, welcome to CivilPrep. I am Krishna Gupta. So this is a very important session with respect to Oceanography Part 2, where it is forming one of the part of paper 1, part of physical geography in geography optional. So here certain cases, certain events which have occurred recently, certain new concepts which we can see are quite important from geographical optional exam, okay, covered under the case study 1 @ 1000 program. Okay, now the first topic here we have, that is transmogrification. Okay, so this is one of the new concept. This is not a new concept, but this term is quite has been in the news in recent time. Okay, so here what we will be seeing, that there is a continental plate and there is a oceanic plate. Okay, now this is, for example, we can take here now for the formation of Himalayas. This is Eurasian plate and this is Indian plate. Now here actually what is happening, the oceanic plate, and here whatever the sediments are present, they are rising in such a way that it is being converted from continental shelf to a continental plate part. Okay, so this concept where the conversion of the oceanic part of the continental shelf, okay, this is majorly the part of ocean, it is getting converted into continental plate here. Okay, so this I have taken a 3D diagram here. So here we are saying that this is a trench. I'll just change the color because it is not visible here. This is an oceanic trench here. Okay, so here we are saying that this is one of the plate and this is another plate. Now here when we just try to rotate this part, we will see here that there is certain deposition is being done here. These are marine deposits. Okay, and here we see that this is the subducting plate which will be going downwards. So here what we will see, that because of the high deposition in this region, okay, because of the deposition, this will in the future it will rise and it will rise above the water, being converted into a continental plate. Okay, very important concept. This has been in news. Okay, so here we are seeing that certain studies have been conducted in the region of certain studies have been conducted in the region of we can say eastern continental margin of India. Which have revealed that the evolution of the breakup of India from the Antarctica during the late Cretaceous period, which is between 140 to 120 million years ago. Okay, so this is providing an extensive marine data, including the bathymetry, magnetic data, gravitational data, and seismic reflectional studies, which is helping us to understand the development of the Indian plate. Okay, similar research have been also seen in the northwestern African continental margin. So here also we'll be seeing that with the help of the high resolution seismic geomorphology, The document has been developed with respect to spatial and temporal evolution of submarine canyons, which have helped us in understanding the role of tectonic activity and sedimentation in the development of Northwest African continental margin. So here we see that the certain theories and models which are related here, it can be related to continent, ocean boundary. Okay, so this is helping us to understand that how the submarine canyons, okay, if we try to understand the submarine canyons here, so if the water, the water will be flowing in this particular region, and this will result into the erosion of this particular region and forming a deep incision. So this will be called as canyons and submarine canyons. So this is one of the part which is helping us to understand the formation of the submarine canyons in the region of Africa, in the region of India, which is helping us to understand the evolution of this, the basins and the continental margins here. Okay, so this is one of the part of the transmogrification. Now, next second part here we have the second case study. This is marine pollution. Okay, this is based on marine pollution. Now, marine pollution is not a new topic, but it has been recently seen that the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Okay, this is almost estimated to have been grown to around 75 to 199 million tons containing just of plastic. Okay, this is containing just of plastic. So here what we see that there is another, we can say that another data is being provided from the perspective of Asia, which is contributing to the highest emission of plastics by over 1,000 rivers into the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so this is an important data which is being provided us for this part. Now, because of this, what is happening? This is resulting into the increase of microplastic. Okay, this is helping us to release increase of microplastic, which is consumed by humans plus animals. Okay, it is getting biomagnified and also bioaccumulated. So here we can see that here is the presence of certain plastic materials. Here is presence of certain plastic materials, which is consumed by, here we have turtle, then we have fishes. There is presence of certain phytoplanktons, and other marine organisms. Okay, for example, here we also have the presence of, see here we can see a turtle which is feeding on the one of the plastic pollution here. So we can understand from this image or this 3D model that how important it is to clear the plastic from the oceanic regions. Okay, so it is seen that almost 60% of the fish consumed by humans, it is consisting of microplastics, which is resulting into the cancer and infertility in human beings. Second data here we have the ocean cleanup project. Okay, ocean cleanup project, it has removed around 11.5 million kgs of waste from the oceans. Okay, and it is trying to eliminate almost 90% of floating plastic. Okay, floating plastic by 2040. So this is another data here. Okay, where we can see that the organisms which are present inside the ocean, okay, here they are actually feeding on this plastic material, and which is very much difficult for us to see that. It is very much important for us to see that how it can be removed from the oceans. Okay, so this is one of the initiative in the form of ocean cleanup project here. Okay, so this is another part here. Now moving to the next case study. Next case study is on the ocean acidification. Ocean acidification. Ocean acidification, it is also one of the most important topic from the oceanography. Okay, so here we know a basic concept about the ocean acidification. So here we will see that one of the recent data have been provided by NOAA. Okay, NOAA. Now we see that they have provided that the ocean acidification has surpassed the planetary boundaries with 60% of deeper waters. Okay, crossing the dangerous threshold of acidification. Now, here we see that in this particular diagram, the ocean acidification here, this is one of the seashell. It is getting converted. Okay, this is getting converted. It is undergoing a reaction where the carbon dioxide, it is absorbed along by the water, and it is being converted into twice HCO3 minus. Okay, that is the two bicarbonate ions are formed here. Now, when the two bicarbonate ions are formed, it is also resulting into the formation of two H plus ions, which is acting as acid. Okay, so this is the major part which is acting as a weak acid. Okay, this is acting as a weak acid here. So here, because of this condition, because of the acidification, we see that not only the seashells but also corals, okay, various other organisms which is consisting of shells, or it is consisting of calcium, so they are getting more weaker. They are getting more weaker because of the ocean acidification. So a research have been performed by the Plymouth Marine Laboratory. So they have found that the selected coral reefs have almost lost 43% of their habitat, that is corals. Okay, while the polar sea butterflies, they have lost 61% of their habitat. So this is happening because of the increased absorption of CO2 by the ocean water. Okay, in the one of the previous topic, we have already seen that there is presence of Newstone layer. Okay, this layer, it is present over the ocean surface. Okay, this is a very thin layer, and this Newstone layer, it is responsible for the ocean atmosphere interaction. Okay, so this is quite important for us to see that how there is the changes in the ocean characteristics is taking place because of the increase carbon dioxide release into the atmosphere. Okay, so by going the recent data also provided by NOAA, who provides that ocean acidification observing network tracks carbon dioxide levels and pH changes across the 15 buoys in coastal and open ocean regions. Apart from this, the ocean carbon and acidification data system. Okay, you can write this part. The ocean carbon and acidification data system provides long-term data sets on ocean chemistry, supporting climate change and mitigation efforts. Okay, so this is what another important topic on ocean acidification and its current data and examples and a particular case uh, with respect to the oceanic regions. Now, next topic here we have with respect to tsunami. Okay, so how tsunami is generated, we can see this from this particular video. So here we see that there is formation of fault. Okay, and by after the formation of fault, this particular plate it is subsided. Now look at the video. So because of the subsidence here, there is the water, it is uplifted and it has formed a particular wave. This wave, it is a mega wave. This mega wave, it is getting converted into tsunami. Okay. Again, we can see this video here. Now, as the tsunami wave, it is propagating from the oceanic region. Okay. Here we see that this wave, it is getting higher. And here we see that this wave, it is getting break. And after breaking, there is a swash. And when there is movement of the water is taking place inside the region, it is moving back and this is backwash. This swash and backwash, they are resulting into the maximum casualties. Okay, so this is one of the, we can say one of the concept which is associated with the generation of tsunami. Okay, now there has been an event of tsunami in the year of 2023 September. Okay, most of you might not be aware of this phenomena where a 650 foot large mega tsunami has occurred in the Greenland region. Okay, Greenland region. Where in the Greenland region? It is in the Dixon Fjord. Okay, this is one case. Second case here will be seeing that it has occurred because of Tonga tsunami. Okay, in the Pacific Ocean region, it has almost rise up to 1 meters. Okay, now this Greenland tsunami, it resulted from a 25 million cubic meter landslide, which is linked to the glacier melting, which has happened because of the climate change. Okay, here the NOAA has given the tsunami warning, which continues to monitor the seismic activity in the contemporary time, so that these tsunamis are being they are being intercepted and the loss of life and loss of property, it can be reduced in the region. Okay, so this is another important topic from the perspective of tsunami. Here, from the perspective of tsunami, we can also look at the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004. Okay, which was very devastating from Indian perspective. Okay, so guys, this is one of the topic. Okay, here we can see that this is a case study of oceanography. In the next class, we'll be having a case studies on biogeography, which will be quite important for us to understand. There also we'll be looking at various cases, models, theories, and laws. Okay, which are quite important from the perspective of biogeography. Okay, guys, we are also having certain other programs along with case study at the rate 1000. that is mentorquest@500, where we are writing 500 questions live. Okay, and the answer discussion is being done live there, which is quite important for the students who are appearing for mains 2025. Okay, so guys, see you tomorrow. All the best and take care.